Well, after all these things had happened, Angie and I felt that we really needed to sit down and talk to the administration about some of the issues. And probably the biggest issue for us that we wanted to discuss was a teacher making the decision not to follow an IEP. Really making that decision on her own against what the team had decided to do and what the team had written into the legal document. So that was the main thing that we wanted to talk to him about, as well as the concerns that we have, realizing that Timothy's going to be moving on. He's not going to be in that classroom again, but we have concerns about the future children that are going to come through that classroom, and we want to make sure that they don't have to go through these kinds of things, that the teacher in there does provide a constant environment that doesn't change, a loving environment, an environment where the kids can look at this person and know that this person has their best interest in mind, that this person loves them and wants to help them succeed. And so we want to see some changes in that respect to make sure that the right people are in the right places and that the special education teacher for that class is the right person. So we met with the administration, and we had specifically let them know some things that had been violated, and we were concerned about a teacher unilaterally violating an IEP based on decisions that she'd made. And so the first response we get is really one of being kind of defensive. I mean, claiming that they didn't receive documentation, which we have provided over the last 5 months, over the last 3 months prior to that time. We've given them instances, specific instances. We have documentation of things that have happened. But in this meeting, it was kind of a, we'll tell me what's happened, and we'll go back and we'll try to get the facts. Like we weren't bringing forth the facts, that they were going to go get the real facts. So one of the things that Angie and I have learned through all this is that the biggest problem when it comes to, especially in special education, when you've got things that need to be done, things that are required to be done by law, I think the educational system is set up such that everybody's afraid to say anything. Everybody's afraid they're going to lose their job. Everybody's afraid they're going to get sued or end up in court or get reported to the state education department. Everybody's scared, and that fear keeps them protecting themselves and being defensive rather than throwing everything down on the table and saying, let's do what's right for these kids. Let's do the right thing, and let's do the right thing for every child, not just the ones who show up at the doorstep wanting a meeting, wanting another IEP meeting, wanting to meet with the administration and the staff, wanting to make things right for their child. Not every parent has the capacity or the time or the ability to do that. And we've made a commitment, the two of us, that we're going to fight for Timothy's educational rights. Not every parent has the ability or is able to do that. So the educational system needs to be changed in a way that parents don't have to spend all this time and energy trying to fix things. Things should be done right the first time. They should be done right, and everybody should be not afraid to say things and do things that are right. So it's the system, I think, that really has made it so it's so difficult to make progress for these children. But what we found really with the administration, with the high level staff, is that they're not really open or concerned about making sure that we get answers. They're more concerned about themselves, keeping what they have, not losing their job, and not getting beat up by the media or the parents. They just want it to kind of go away, and we found that to be true. And it's frustrating when the people you expect to run the school don't give you the answers. It's really frustrating.
And people have said things to us like, well, if you don't like the school district and the way it's run here, why don't you just move? And that would be the easy thing to do. But sometimes you're put in a place to make a difference. And it's like I said before, we, not only for our child, but for the children that are coming along that are going to be in that classroom.